Welcome back to the Sankofa series. I am your host, Tanisha Miss T. Morrison, the owner and visionary of the Empower Her Experience. So today, y'all, on our Reach Back Infectious Sankofa series, we have the lovely Miss Ebony Williams, who is a licensed cosmetologist in California and Nevada, and the CEO of Eunique Strands Beauty Bar located in Beverly Hills. Eunique Strands is a hair brand that encourages the client to focus on natural hair care, a brand that says it's okay to wear wigs, weaves, hair wraps, etc., but never, ever, ever neglect your own crown. After being a stylist in the beauty industry for over 10 years, Ebony has added a trio of natural hair care products to the Eunique Strands brand. So I am so excited. Welcome, Ebony. How are you?
I am great. Thank you for having me.
Yes, of course. So I'm excited for us to reconnect. It's been a while.
Yes.
Things have changed in both of our lives, and I cannot wait for us to just sit back, chat, and see what moves you've been making. Because you've been making some moves, honey. Yeah, I've been watching. I've been seeing you make some major moves. So I'm just excited for everyone to get to know you, Ebony. The owner, the founder, the CEO, the entrepreneur, the hairstylist, the cosmetologist, everything. But also get to really know about Eunique Strands and what all your company has to offer. Okay. So first of all, you've been a cosmetologist for over 10 years. So can you take us back a little bit and take us through the journey of you even becoming a hairstylist? Like what inspired you? What led you to get into the industry? Do you have any ideal clients and things like that?
Actually, I started off when I was about 15 years old. I
Okay.
actually started working in a braid shop called Braid Your Way. Um, again, I was 15 years old. Uh, I ain't gonna
they,
get
they
too.
was training you up. They were
Yeah,
training you up.
that's where I
Yes.
started. That's where I, dip my feet in the water first.
Mhm.
Working in a salon, like I said, at 15 years old, still in high school. Actually, I probably dropped out of high school and was
Mhm.
working in the salon. But that's how I kind of got introduced. But actually, before then, I really got introduced to cosmetology through my mom. She was a cosmetologist, so
Mhm.
I did grow up. With my mom being a cosmetologist, she had three daughters. So at the time,
Yeah.
so she's
Yeah.
always practiced on us. Like she's always did like jerry curls and basket weaves and
Okay,
I
mom.
was in third grade. I had red hair and it was crazy. It was
Well, that
loud.
sounds cool to me.
Girl, it was. I had long nails, so it was like real fun. Plus, my mom was young,
Mhm.
so a lot of people would, always be like, oh, your mom let you wear red hair and stuff like that. So that's when I really, really first got introduced to it. And I really loved like the different styles and her going to different competitions and stuff like that. I remember her having, a little bankroll.
Mhm. Mhm.
That's how I really got introduced to cosmetology.
One thing I love about, your story is you give like I can see myself in your story. My mom wasn't a cosmetologist, but she braided hair. She taught all of my sisters, it's all girls as well. Just how to braid hair. You gotta just have something to fall back on. So I like for you that your mom was an inspiration, and she was able to teach you her craft and you were inspired to go ahead and allow that to now be your journey. So shout out to
Absolutely.
mom for like look what you birthed. Eunique Strands is here.
Yes, I know
Um,
she's proud. She's resting in peace, but I'm
okay.
sure she's proud of me.
Yes, I'm sure that she is as well. So when we connected long ago for one of my conferences, the Empower Her experience, I think it was the Pink Conference. For some reason, that's coming
Yes,
up. It was the
we
Pink Conference, and oh, if y'all saw the Pink Conference pictures, baby, that hair, that bob was bobbing. Okay,
right.
loved it. That's actually one of my favorite like styles.
Aw.
But one of the things I loved about it, Ebony, was that you made me feel very comfortable. So I have a hair condition, which is known as traction alopecia, and I'm probably like on the severe side of it. Um, well, I guess now I'm doing a little bit better. But at the time, I was really on the severe side of the traction alopecia. And with it being my first time, being in your salon and being under your care, I felt like you made me feel comfortable. You asked all the questions that needed to be asked. You found a style that, will make me feel just still beautiful, even though we had to cover a lot of the hair up. But from your experience, what have you seen, or what have researchers said about like traction alopecia and why it's big in the Black community and things like that?
Just from my experience, I've seen a lot of traction alopecia, and most of us are unaware of what it is and what's going on and the cause of it. Okay. And most of the time, it's from too much tension. It is from too much tension being or too much stress and tension on the scalp, on the hair, and all that pulling and pulling and pulling over the years. That's what you end up with. You end up with traction alopecia from the tension, and it is reversible. It can be in some cases, if it's not too severe. The hair will grow back, but in a lot of cases it don't, because you've been pulling and pulling and pulling from years. A lot of us Black women wear braids, and we've been wearing braids most of our life. But the thing of it is they're too tight, and it's a consistent pull in that same area. And the edges are very thin. That's like one of the thinnest parts of your hair. And so to have that type of tension being put on that delicate area consistently, then that's the result of it. But I feel like growing up, a lot of moms didn't know. We wasn't aware of that. That's something that wasn't talked about or taught to us. Even
taking a break between braids and
taking a break, or just not even being aware of how tight the braids are in your hair, educating the braider, because a lot of times the braider don't even know. They just know they got a skill and they just know how to do it, and they about to make some money, but they're not really paying to the tension being put on those areas. And even so, once they notice that hair thins out, they still don't even try to educate you, or try to make the braids a little loose or anything like that. I get people all the time, and I'm like, when I start explaining to them that they're going bald, or the hair is thinning out in certain areas, and I'm like, have anyone ever mentioned this to you? And they're like, no, this is my first time ever hearing that. And I'm like, wow, so you have a consistent braider that you go to every 2-3 months, and she's never brought this to your attention ever? So you gotta you gotta be careful who chair you.
It's interesting, because I remember back in the day, braiders like, you have to sleep a certain way. You got bumps. You can't turn your neck, because your braids so tight. You gotta take Tylenol, Midol, everything. Like, that's how it was really. And back in the day, I guess, with a lot of people just picking up the skill of braiding, but not really understanding hair care and things like that. Where now, fast forward all these years later, millennials and so on and so forth are dealing with this, traction alopecia. So I heard you say, making sure the braids are not as tight, so using, I guess, a certain braiding technique to where you're not just giving us this look, when we're done, looking like a whole other person, right?
I mean, you're looking sexy sometimes, but the results at the aftermath.
So what's when you have clients that are coming to you for, hopefully to save whatever hair follicles they do have, what are some of the regimens that you would use?
It just depends. I've used red light therapy before.
Okay, what's that?
It's a red light that helps with the cells, the turnover of the cells to help grow. But I usually would normally, that's not my field and that's not my scope of practice. So I really don't try to deep dive too much into that. But I did have a red light therapy instrument. So some clients I have, perform that on them, just to help out. But that's not my scope of practice. So I really don't try to dive into that too much. But I just try to encourage them to, not put as much tension on their hair, and as well as doing like scalp treatments, scalp detox, a lot of massaging, brushing, things like that to help get the blood flowing in the scalp. But that's something I really don't deep dive into. I just like to bring the awareness to the client. And when I'm styling, just try to camouflage it as much as possible so they're still confident in their hair and their style. But really starts with them. You know what I'm saying? It's only so much I could do. It's only so much the doctor can do. If they're going to continue to get braids and pulling their hair in tight ponytails, it's really nothing I could do. I just try to encourage them to, hey, if you set on your braids, if you set on your wigs, because a lot of us wear because of the convenience, and a lot of people sweat in their head, so they sweat out their silk press. I don't really have any clients like that, because I know, so that's the reason why a lot of women, wear braids. It lasts longer, it's convenient, stuff like that. So I just encourage them to alternate. Let your scalp rest, let your hair rest, give it come in, get your hair done, get a treatment, get a trim, and let your scalp breathe for about 2-3 weeks. And then go back into your braids, but still be mindful of the type of braids you get in and how tight they are, and don't be afraid to speak up and say something to the braider, like, hey, the braids are pretty tight. My hair is getting a little thinner. Can you loosen the braid a little bit? And be mindful of the product that they're putting in the hair as well, because sometimes that eats at the hair and causes the hair out as well. That edge control, that hair right up.
I'm telling you, they look. This edge control is like God these days to the hairstylist, where it's like, of course, with time, things get popular. It's like, you got to be using this, you got to be using that. People get in your chair and feel like, oh, if you don't have the product that I see everyone else using, like, are you doing the correct thing or the proper thing to my hair? When a lot of times it's like, we have to use some of those old school methods. Like, our hair was looking nice, slick, and all of that without the edge control. So that's one of the things I do want to ask you. So what are some hair care regimens that you feel are typically neglected? I heard you say, allow the hair to breathe 2 to 3 weeks. And I know some people are not used to, or not comfortable, some people are not comfortable with wearing their natural hair for any amount of time. So I guess it's a twofold question. Like, what are some things that people can do? I know there's wigs, but I've heard that even the wigs, if they're not applying them right or whatnot, that's taking out people's hair as well. So what are some suggestions that you would have to a person who is, used to wearing the braids for long overdue time, and not comfortable with wearing like their natural hair? What's like a proper way to wear some protective styles and wigs and things like that?
Anything you do too much of is not good, so I don't see an issue or a problem in the wigs. It's just, are you neglecting your hair underneath? Are you just wearing a wig? The foundation is up for 4 months at a time. That's the problem. Are you wearing a weave for 4, 5, 6 months without even trying to shampoo, cleanse the scalp or the hair? Most bacteria and stuff start growing. The sweat, all that, cause fungus and on the scalp and different things like that. So I don't think it's the actual protective style. I think it may be the technique. The braids are too tight and the neglect from it. Leaving it up 3 and 4 months, that should be a no-no. Like, you should never have anything in your hair 3 or 4 months straight. That's like not washing. It's a part of your skin, so if you're not properly cleansing your scalp, you setting yourself up for all different types of things. But that would be the first start with me, properly shampooing your hair, properly cleansing your hair. I feel like people don't do that. People don't know how to do that. They don't know the importance of doing that, and the type of shampoo you're using. Let's start there. And just properly cleansing the scalp, properly cleansing the hair. If your hair is extremely dry and brittle, you shouldn't be using a clarifying shampoo. You can clarify if you have a lot of buildup in your hair, which you probably would if you left your braids and stuff up for 2 and 3 months. But I think just properly cleansing the scalp, cleansing the hair is one of the regimens that people neglect or overlook when doing protective styles.
And is that 2 to 3? I know you said 2 to 3 weeks, allowing your hair to breathe. So is that, I know some people who do like a weekly wash, and then they do the co-wash, and then they go back to, I guess, a regular wash. And I mean, is there too much washing of the hair? Like, is that a thing?
I would recommend every 2 weeks, no more than 3. I recommend that with my clients as well. But the thing of it is no one way to do nothing, because everybody hair is different. So you have to learn what works best for your hair. Some people can wash their hair once a week, and especially if you sweat a lot in your scalp, or you have extremely oily hair, it's different things. So you have to tailor it according to what's best and what works best for your hair and your scalp. Right. You don't want to overly wash it either, and then it's dry and stuff like that. Exactly. So you have to figure out what works best. But my thing is, I feel like most people just neglect it all, like, they don't even shampoo and condition their hair at all. And it's not even something that they even care to do, so that's the start, and as well as the braid or not braiding the hair too tight, things of that nature.
Okay, y'all. So look, Ebony been telling y'all, first of all, know your hair type, know your hair condition, know what you should be doing for your specific hair regimen. So I know we go to YouTube University and we just be like, I'm gonna just do this, but we gotta know if the person, the stylist or not the stylist, because everybody on YouTube, especially I'm on there too. So there's a lot of people giving us, advice, hair care advice and things like that. And we're just going and running with it. But we have to sit down, like Ebony said, and educate ourselves on what is best for our hair, but just making sure that we have some type of regimen.
Right.
Is important. So thank you for that.
And a lot of times the hair, the person who YouTube you watching don't even have the same hair texture as you, or the density. So their results are not going to be the same, or their scalp might be different. You might be dealing with a scalp issue, an autoimmune disease or a fungus on the scalp, so you have to, figure out what works best for you. Like you said, learn your scalp, learn your hair, and what works best for you. Yeah. So you can't just go off of everything you see and hear on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Look, talk to the professional, book you a consultation with Eunique Strands.
Yeah, yes. Me, any stylist you trust. Whoever you trust, that's who you go with.
Yeah.
That's who you go with, a dermatologist, a trichologist, a hairstylist. You can have all 3.
Ooh, I gotta look up some of those.
Mm-hmm.
But this is good. This is very, very informative. I'm already loving it. Deep dive into it. So who are your ideal clients? Like, do you work with a specific client, I guess, hair type? Do you specialize in a certain type of hair styling?
My ideal hair client typically is nurse. I love doing nurses.
Wow, okay.
Why
is that?
No shade to nobody else. um, because most of them know about commitment.
Okay.
I don't know. That's just, that's that's
Come
just my.
on, girl. You know why that's your client now. Look, shout out to all the
But
nurses. We
but
thank y'all for
but
everything that you do for us and our health and everything else.
yeah.
And
But
I think that nurses do have like they work on a certain type of schedule. Their lives are planned a certain way. So
right.
I get what you mean by the commitment.
Yeah, and that's like I said, no shade to nobody else. So I don't want to get off into that.
Uh-huh.
But at the end of the day, I do a lot of natural hair.
Okay.
So not anything pertaining to the regular or the real hair, but because I don't do locks and stuff like that anymore. I don't offer stuff like that, but I do more so a lot of silk press,
Okay.
cuts, colors, stuff like that.
Ooh, that color.
Yeah.
If y'all haven't been to her page, okay, the cut is good and that color is top tier. So
Yes. So, and even relaxers, I still do some relaxers. Some people still get relaxers.
mhm.
Um, but like I said, I just want to focus on the natural hair. I want people to know that they can look and feel good with their natural hair as well. I feel a lot of people glorify wigs and weaves, and just yeah, a lot of women I feel like they feel like they don't feel good unless they have a long weave down to their butt,
Yeah.
or their hair is thick and full. So, and that's okay if you want to feel like that, but I want you to know there are other options and you can look and feel just as good with your natural hair.
Yeah.
So that's where I come in with the natural hair care. I treat the hair. I balance out the pH of the hair and with proteins and moisture and stuff like that to strengthen the hair, to hydrate the hair, to set your hair up for healthy hair and things like that. So that's pretty much what I specialize in, natural hair.
All
I
right,
don't do
y'all. So if you're looking
and no
to
shade.
no
no,
no shade to
no,
anyone,
no
even
tea or whatever
shout
they
out to the
say.
nurses, but anyone in general, if you're looking for someone to take care of or help you take care of and learn how to
Yeah,
take care of, because you guys hear her, she's very educated and knowledgeable in her practice. So if you're looking for a beautician, hairstylist, Beverly Hills is where you
yeah,
at.
I'm now
We about to
located.
talk about that because you wasn't in Beverly Hills when I was getting my hair done, so we didn't
Yeah,
move.
I was in Inglewood. I miss Inglewood though. Don't get me started.
Yeah, so
I
let's
miss
talk.
Inglewood. I love Inglewood. Inglewood was good to me.
Yes, yes. So how long have you been in Beverly Hills? Why did you take the new location? What's going on? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Well, I'm still fairly new, so I'm still trying to
Okay.
get acclimated myself. I just moved to Beverly Hills in February.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Congratulations.
thank you, thank you, thank you. I am located inside of another salon, but hey,
Mhm.
it's working for me. It feels good.
Yeah.
Everything is going well for me. I don't have no complaints. I was in my suite for over 4 years. What was it? It was been about 4 years since I seen you. Some
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think I was there about 4.5 years in that suite. And I just started feeling like I experienced burnout. Um, I started to get bored, very bored. I was doing the same things over and over. I was lonely. I was isolated. I felt like I was
Mm-hmm.
growing or evolving. I went through a lot.
Yeah.
Um, I was ready to give up. I didn't even want to be a hairstylist no more. I experienced like burnout and I've never experienced that before. And I didn't even know it was really a real thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
You
yeah.
hear about it, but I've never experienced it. So honestly, I couldn't really relate. But yeah, I went through all those things and then I was like, you know what, maybe it'd be best if I, go inside of a salon and work with other stylists. Like
Mm-hmm.
the place I was at or that you came in Inglewood, it was a bunch of different suites.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody was pretty much doing their own thing. It wasn't really no real,
It didn't have a
yeah,
community of people
yeah,
around you.
like a salon where you can learn and grow and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So that's what I needed. Plus I work next door to a barber shop. So it was just like they couldn't help nothing, really, except
Well,
for
I commend you, first of all, for just being able to recognize that, a lot of times we are on our jobs, or doing our ventures or what have you, and we're not paying attention to our emotional, mental, physical, health and what's going on. And there are times where we may outgrow um, an area, a position, a company, so on and so forth. And we have to make a decision to make the next move that's going to be good for us, for our
yeah,
businesses, for our families, so on and so forth. So I just commend you for, taking that leap and taking that time to say, what's next for Eunique Strands, what's next for Ebony, and welcome to Beverly Hills, y'all.
thank you, thank you. It is different. The conversation is different. Like everything is different. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I
I
just want
work
to.
in Beverly Hills as well. I still live in Lamar Park, but I work in
Okay,
Beverly Hills. I've been working in Beverly Hills for 7 years now. So I
okay,
definitely know that, it's definitely different. Um, it's definitely different. But what I will say about it is, and it doesn't have to be, the city Beverly Hills. I think when you're in a city that you're not technically familiar with going to, often, you do see that it's a different culture, it's a different conversation, it's different motivations there. So I
absolutely.
think, by the end of the year, you're going to love it even more.
Yes,
And you'll see how much you'll grow.
yes, yes. I feel like I'm already growing, and that was the thing too. I wanted to surround myself with other stylists that were doing things that I wanted to do or in position in places that I wanted to be. And
Mm-hmm.
I
Yep.
thought the place where I'm at Planet at now was just the perfect place for me. The owner, he's been a stylist for over 30 years. He has 2 salons. He's not even American. So and he said in different countries, they do things differently in the hair industry. So I just thought it was a great place to learn and grow, and connect and network, things like that.
Yes,
So
yes. That
um,
it will be a lot of that. It's going to be a fortunate opportunity for you. I think I've started and haven't looked back. But also making sure that, as I stay pouring into my people, trying to connect with my people, trying to
yeah,
put spotlight on my people,
yeah,
regardless of where I work,
right.
in that avenue. So,
Yeah, and I'm
you know,
looking for more stylists out there, that want to connect, that want to network. I'm down. I'm open. I don't see any people that look like me,
yeah,
but they don't even have to look like me. If they like minded and want to collaborate, I'm down. It don't matter. Long as
right.
your mind right, and it's all positive. I'm open to that, but I would love to connect with our people. If any of y'all out there,
Y'all out there, or if y'all trying to come out there.
anybody on Rodale Drive, pull up. We still talk our little.
Yeah.
I, like they
Well,
done
we're
brought
gonna have to. I
everything.
know you're a stylist, so your day is pretty much scheduled out. But we're gonna have to do some lunch or something.
Yes,
Well, I'll
yes.
figure out exactly where you are, and I'll let you know where I am.
Okay, okay,
But
cool.
so you also launched a hair. You launched a trio hair care product.
Yes, yes.
So tell us a little bit about that. What is it? What's the benefit of it? And how can they find it as well?
Oh Lord, I'm so ghetto. My product run and grab it and show you. Give me one second. I'm ghetto, but it's okay. No, can you see?
Okay, let me see, girl. Let me see.
Yes, yes, yes. This is my
Ooh. Is
and this
that fuchsia? Is that fuchsia and black? Or is that
yeah.
pink?
Yeah, well, it's a pink. It's like actually like a wine color, but against that black, it looks a little fuchsia, and then it's like a light pink too. But again, against the black, the color is kind of I don't
I
know.
love anything that got some variations of pink. So, all right.
Right,
So
right.
tell me about it. I can't read the bottle, but you go ahead and let me know what they are.
Okay. So this is my shampoo. It is aloe vera, shea butter, and chamomile base. Yeah, those are the main key ingredients. I really, really love it. The shea butter, of course, helps with the hydration. So if you have dry hair, this would be a good shampoo for you. The chamomile definitely helps with inflammation in the scalp. It helps to soothe a sore, tender scalp. This is what I love, love, love about my product. If you wear braids, that traction alopecia we was talking about, your braids is too tight, your weaves is too tight, and you have a sore scalp, or you just always have a sore scalp from chemicals, anything, whatever you're dealing with, and your scalp is sore or tender, this is a great shampoo, and that chamomile will definitely help with that, as well as the aloe vera. You know, aloe vera is good for soothing hair as well. It has multiple vitamins in aloe vera. So this is an amazing, 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 amazing shampoo. I love it. And the conditioner pairs well with the shampoo. It has the same key ingredients. It has shampoo. I mean, it has shea butter, chamomile, and aloe vera as well. The conditioner is really good. Same thing. It have the same benefits. It has castor oil, vitamin E, things like that as well. It's all natural. Everything, both my shampoo, my conditioner, my oils is all natural. So you don't have those harsh chemicals. Yeah, it's a great
what's
product.
the name of it?
It's this Eunique Strands that alleviate nourishing conditioner. And this is a alleviate soothing shampoo. So it like soothes the scalp. This going to alleviate dryness, the flakes and stuff like that. So just moisturize, just massage it into your scalp. So if you are dealing with any of those issues like a sore scalp and stuff like that, really dry and flaky, make sure you massage it in. I tell people to part their scalp like you greasing it, but please don't use grease. It will close the pores. And put the conditioner directly on the scalp. So yes, these are my products. And then I have an oil too. I don't have the oil right here, but is infused with the same things. Some of the same things is infused with chamomile, but it has lavender, sunflower, lemongrass. It has the actual plants in the oil. So it's really good as well. Yes, but I have
thank you, girl. Congratulations on the product line as well. Okay, so how can we find it?
It is on Shopify.
Okay.
So it's Shopify. Maybe we can add the link in, but it's everything unique. EVERYSEUNIQUE. Everything's unique. .myshopify.com. So I am going to have a store on Shopify. You can find me on Instagram, Eunique Strands, UNIQUE STRANDS. TikTok. I'm not that good on TikTok.
We're gonna have all the links when your
episode
stops. All the links are gonna be there. The website will be up there. You guys go ahead and get you some Alleviate shampoo conditioner by Eunique Strands. Yes. I'm very excited about the aloe vera part up in there, okay? Because I have some conditioners with chamomile and the shea butter, and I think that's works well. But aloe vera, just for my personal opinion, and just knowing it from back in the day and seeing all the healing properties and health properties that it have with it, I love. Like it was like ding 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 ding. I'm going to give you some. I'm going to give you some. So definitely will make sure I have those links, and you guys support this woman, okay? She is doing amazing things. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you for betting on yourself, because not all of us have the confidence to bet on ourselves, especially when we feel that we're stagnant in our careers, or we don't have the confidence to go after like a new venture if something else have failed, or it looks like we failed in other people's eyes. So I'm just very proud of you for continuing to, just get back up and try again, and saying, no, let me continue to push my brand. Let me be innovative, get my name out there in different ways, because, somebody may come to your salon for hair care. Another person may be in the seat of another stylist and see, your products. And then they're like, oh, well, let me, connect with her on that for that purpose. So I'm just very proud of you. Continue to flourish. And you said that you started at 15 years old. So what I want to know is, to that young person that's 12, 13, 14, 15, however old they are, that's over there braiding their friend's hair. They flat iron their sister hair. They're practicing applying nails and makeup on their cousins. And they're just aspiring cosmetologists. What do you want to say to those young people?
Don't give up. Don't give up. It's not a get rich overnight type industry. Um, stay focused on what you're doing. Don't worry about what nobody else is doing. They may have it may appears that they have a lot more success a lot sooner, but stay focused on what you're doing, and I guarantee you'll thrive. I promise you will. Just believe in yourself. Don't give up and keep going. Keep going. And next thing you know, you'll look back and it'll be 5 or 6 years. You'll be so far, but you got to really stay committed to yourself and just believe in yourself and stay with the course.
Yes, yes. So to all those youngins out there, stay the course, do your best. Know that it's not just gonna be a walk in the park. You got to continue to learn new techniques and things
I
like
don't hear them. Ain't nowhere near no walk in the park. It's gonna be some long nights. It's gonna be some days you don't make no money or as much as you made last week. Sometimes, a lot of times, it's a roller coaster.
Yeah.
And it's still a roller coaster at sometimes, but you'll get to a point where it's like smooth sailing. But entrepreneurship is not easy. But I would definitely say get under somebody that you trust and that is in a position where you would like to be. You don't have to just pay everybody who's put a title on their name and say they got a course or they're a coach. Don't do that. You'll waste a lot of money. I've did that. I'm still doing it, but believe in yourself. Honestly, everything you think you need or that somebody else got that you think you need is within yourself. And I've made the most money and I've got the furthest in my career just by listening to me doing what I believe in. Anytime I tried to trust somebody else, pay a coach, I got set back further than what I was, or I got juked out of thousands of dollars, and honestly, just believe in yourself. But make sure you following somebody who's doing you're doing exactly what you want to do or in a place where you would like to be. Like I said, how I make that move to Beverly Hills, to work with the owner of this salon that's doing things that I want to do, that's in places that I want to be. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I've paid coaches who don't even have a real job or a real title. Like, why did you pay this person and this person just on the internet fucking lying and selling dreams?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it because it's the truth.
Yeah, I paid thousands of dollars, and I looked up.
I've been there as well on my journey as well. So I definitely
thousands of dollars and don't have nothing done. And guess what? This person ain't even hairstylist. Hell, this person don't even have no damn hair. So why are you listening to this person based off what somebody else said? Trust yourself. God to guide you, God to put you in alignment with the people that you need to be in alignment with to get to where you need to go. But trust you, believe in you, invest in you. A lot of this has to do with confidence. If you got confidence and believe you could do it, you could do it. You know what I'm saying? And just like I said, trust and believe in yourself. And I promise you, that's how I made the most money I've ever made in my career. Like, not working with no coaches, not working with nobody. I'm so serious. And I don't recommend that for everybody, but for me, that's what has worked. That has always worked for me. But I am looking in the near future to, maybe hire a team, but paying these coaches thousands of dollars to advise you or tell you to look up something on Google. I mean, goddamn, we could do that ourselves, but definitely just believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. That person don't have more than what you have, or you know what I'm saying? They have more confidence that they can talk your ass out your money, because that's what they're gonna do. That's about it.
Look, they're gonna sell some workshops. But look, y'all, look. It is very important, as Ebony said, is to trust yourself, trust your intuition, pray on it if you're a prayer. If you're not, meditate. If you don't meditate, journal. If you don't journal, sit with the grass and let the universe talk to you. Whatever it is that you do, know that it's going to be in the best interest of yourself. It's going to be in the best interest of your business, and it's going to push your legacy, your family, so on and so forth, to the next level. Also, as Ebony said, know who you're taking advice and
Leadership, yeah.
leadership, their expertise. If they haven't, just know. I was talking to someone recently about getting into, they're trying to start a business venture. And they wanted to know what company I was working for this business venture. And what I told them was, I said, look, I can sell you on the company that I work for, but I did the research to work for this specific company. I talked to people who actually work for the company. Why do you work for the company? How long have you worked for the company? How long is the longest employee been there? Why are they still there? What joy do they have in working for this company? But at the end of that call, I said, I also want you to go talk to 2 to 3 other people who work for different companies than mine and
Mm-hmm.
see how you feel, what their experience is, and go with what you feel is going to be in the best interest for you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Not just because the homie doing it and they saying that it's the best thing and it's working for
Right.
them, because you never know. They might just be trying to get you in. But actually going to talk to people,
So,
putting yourself in position to be able to sit with people, like Ebony said, that are doing what you want to do.
right.
You've seen them work from the ground up. Like, I know that if I sit at the table with them, or the chair next to them, or in the car next to them, wherever you're going to meet them, that you have seen them do the work,
Right.
and it's real testimonials, real client experiences,
Right.
that they're able to say, yes, I can be your mentor, or you could be my client, whichever one. If you got the money, go hire somebody to help you. If you don't, try to find someone that can be a mentor. Or, like Ebony has done, she has uprooted herself and her company to be able to be in a position to be under the leadership of someone where she aspires to get to where they are.
Absolutely.
Okay. So, and that's on period.
Right.
That's how I feel like this episode has to end. Okay.
That's a period. Okay.
But Ebony, thank you so much. It's been a joy catching up. It's been way too long. But I just want to thank you so much for allowing me to come into your world. I reached out to you. You didn't know who I was, what I was doing, and what was going on, but you saw my vision. You believed in my vision. You were able to come and actually experience
Yes.
the vision and make the connections, and hopefully, be inspired. But I just appreciate you for doing that. And soon enough, I'll be back doing, all that I'm called to do. And we're
Yes.
going to be linking up
Yeah.
again. It's not going to just be virtual.
Gotta put
Okay?
something up. We gotta put something on together, girl. I've been so inspired by that. I promise you, I've been trying to figure out what I can do, something similar to that. I've talked to a few clients, a few people was like, well, when you get it going and figure it out, let me know. I'm down to help out or join in. And I just feel like I've been talking about it for so long, but that's where I became inspired by going to one of your events. And it was, packed out, sold out, or whatever the case may be. So, I don't know what it took to get there, but and it was an amazing event.
I
But
think it took exactly what you just said, being your authentic self, having a
yes,
real vision, saying that I want to inspire people, in the hair care industry, people who need to hear about proper hair care, so on and so forth. Girl, look, let me tell you, you sponsor my event, you sponsor my look, you sponsor everything for that event. So let's do it. Let's get on a call. I will help you, and let's bring it to fruition.
yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes, let's do it. Y'all hear me? Okay, this is gonna be internationally publicized. So y'all hear me? We're gonna do it. All right. But thank you so much for being on the Sankofa series. Until then, slay, and that's simply live as you in everything that you do. And don't forget to reach back to your people and pull them to the forefront whenever possible. I'm Miss T. This is the Empower Her Experience Sankofa series, and I'm out.
Right.